Hi folks. Well, everybody is talking about the flash drought and food shortages that we're having. So I want to take you in this soybean field here that we have and show you it. This was planted in April, about mid-April, and we had good weather for planting. It was a little wet when we actually planted, but the crop came up good, and I don't know, you can kind of look out across there and see, how good the stand is and everything. And it, like I said, it looked really good. The problem is now we haven't had water in so long that it's drying out. And so it's drying out about a month and a half too early. You can see, I'll show you this crack right here in the ground. We have a heavy clay soil, and so whenever it dries out, that's what it does. And you can see how dry it is and how deep that crack goes. You could probably lose a small kid in that crack. But so, and like I said, you can see how water stressed these beans are and how they're kind of limped over. We don't really have much bug damage, so this is all water stress. And the problem is, we've got bean pods set on these, but they're not filled out yet. And honestly, they could use, I mean, they need a drink bad. So these beans we would normally harvest these beans around late August, mid-September, and try to go in with a second crop of like wheat or something. But they're drying out too fast, and if it keeps like this and we don't get any rain, this crop that we would be harvesting, then we may be harvesting a month early, because you can't let the beans just stay out in the field. You actually have to harvest them, because you'll get what they call shatter loss, where the bean pods will split open and the soybeans will actually fall on the ground, and then the combine can't pick them up. Once they're on the ground, they're gone, and that's the way it goes. Unfortunately, our corn is looking pretty bad too. The corn was planted about a month earlier, but the ears on it, and I'm not over there where we have the corn planted right now, the ears on it didn't fill out real well because we didn't have rain or enough rain for ear fill on that, because all these things are just like a vegetable crop. They got to have water to survive, and we just haven't had it. And so we'll have to see what happens. These are looking pretty rough, and so I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, but anyway, so there's kind of a look at what's going on here in our little part of northeast Texas, where we haven't had rain in over a month. And so it's affecting everything. It's also affecting the hay for the cattle. We've gotten one cutting of hay, but I don't know if we'll get any more than that this year if we don't get any rain, because it's right now, according to the truck, it's 105, and I haven't looked at the weather to actually find out what the feels like is. But yesterday it was 111, and I haven't felt weather that hot since I was in the military. I went to Kuwait in the 90s, and it was that hot over there. But even for Texas, it's just hot. So we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully we don't have a food shortage. There's a lot of acres planted across the U.S., and hopefully they're doing better than we are. So, but anyway, all right, well, I'll catch you on the next video.